Good afternoon, everyone. Zoe and I do have our matching shirts on. We're trying something. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, we're doing something a little bit different today. We're trying something different. What do you think of that? It's okay? All right. So we're going to try something different today. If you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, let us know as well too. All right. So we're just trying something different because we're at Nana's house today, and Nana has 2 different creative areas, right? That's right. So we have choices. So today we're going to be doing the December paper pumpkin kit, and we'll still do the alternative on Fridays, but today we're going to do the 3 different designs they have in the kit, and you have an alternative that you've done. So Zoe's going to show you how to do the alternative that she did, and if time allows, then I will show you the alternative that I have done. So we're going to start off with Zoe today showing you the first card in the kit. All right, you ready? Okay, we're going to turn over the hands and Zoe's going to take over. Oh, Zoe, one thing I forgot to remind people is be sure to say hi, put a heart out there or something so that we know you're out there, because we will be giving away 3 prizes today from whoever participated and is out there, all right? Okay, all right, so.
Okay. So we have the instructions like I explained on Friday last. We explained.
Yeah, we explained and we showed everything on Friday. So we're just going to clear this out of the way. We just wanted to remind you of what we did on Friday. And now I'm going to get you a clean sheet of paper. So you show card number 1, and I'm actually going to give you that string back, and I'm actually going to give you
the string right here.
And you're going to need the ink too, right? All right, there you go. All right, so here is the first card that you made, and that's the one you're going to demonstrate right now. All right? Okay. Yep. And then here's your components that we have here, and here's our instructions right here.
Okay.
Yep. So lead on.
Open this up to the first instruction. As you can see, we need to stamp the cherry with the cherry stamp and a sad face, and then we need to get some blue paper and stamp the words "I'm sorry, that's the pit."
All right, so there you go.
So first we're gonna get what we need, which is this blue paper, this cherries, and our stamps, ink and stamp block. Okay. So first, I'm going to stamp the outline on first, because that's what they had.
You're just following instructions. Yeah, we're just following the instructions that they provide us each month, right? So that's what we always do, is we first do exactly what they've got right there for examples, and then from there we go and do our alternatives. And we usually try to do at least one alternative each time we meet monthly when the new kits come out. And then from there, Nana does them on Friday, right? Mm-hmm. But I might try to see if I can talk into you doing one more often too, so I can share what you create. I always love sharing what you create. Here's your cardstock here.
Okay, now first before that.
Yep, before that.
Scratch my eyeball.
Scratch your eyeball. As long as you can see, that's the main thing. I'm going to hold your cardstock for you.
Okay. I'm going to stamp the sad face once. Oh gosh, that's a picture.
Yeah, you just have to tap it 3 times, don't you? Just get some good ink on there.
And do it again.
I like it. It's looking good. Looking good.
Okay.
All right. Here, I'll clean the stamps for you. Teamwork.
And now I'm going to stamp the words on to the little blue paper. So I'm going to set this to the side. Not for long, but just after I
Just for the moment.
Just for the moment.
Yep. Yep.
Stamp this.
So are you looking forward to going back to school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now that we've stamped that, we need this, the cherry, and the card.
Yep.
Just
So
section.
you're going to need your dimensionals.
And dimensions.
Yep, you're going to need dimensionals here. Sorry about that.
Alright.
There you go, there's
Here
your
are the
dimensionals. Keep me on my A game.
So dimensional 1.
Yep, there's your dimensional. And you're going to need glue dots too, aren't you?
Most probably.
Not yet, yeah, but there they are right here for you. Got them handy for you.
Okay.
I guess I'd be sure to say hello, a heart, something, some way that we know you're out there to be able to put you in the door prize drawing, right? Because Zoe's going to get to draw from the people. Okay, moving right along, right? Because usually we keep this right at about an hour. And we usually easily do the 3 cards plus one alternative in an hour's worth of time frame. But the main thing is all about what? It's about creating
And
together and having fun, that's right. And then we share and then give a card to somebody, right? Because right now there's always people that need inspiration and encouragement. And there's people with birthdays. That's right, special occasions like graduation or something like that. So yeah, there's always reasons to have some cards ready to give. Okay, so what do you have left?
Now I need this, the little blue paper, this red, and some glue dots.
And there should be a clear. There's one other thing. Here's the glue dots, and then there's also here a clear piece. Did it not come out? Because when I made my first one, I actually skipped it. Does this one have a clear piece in it right here? You get 4 right here. Yep. So you get one of the. All right, let me get you one of the clear pieces. Then I didn't get you a clear piece. I didn't put mine on mine.
Oh.
But it does have it in the instructions, and it is right here. It's out of vellum, and that's why I thought I saw it in the envelope. But the thing is, see how it's vellum, and it just really matches the envelope. So maybe I dropped it and didn't realize it. I don't know. Okay, but that's part of it. So they got you putting that stuff on with glue dots.
Okay. So we're gonna put this one. So we're gonna put this to the side right now, and then we're gonna get glue dots. One.
So we've actually had some fun time. We haven't just been making cards. You've been busy painting
3.
away. We've been busy going to places like amusement parks, movie. Oh, I shouldn't forget that we've also harvested green onions and all those peppers, right? We got everything in before the weather changed. With a nice, cool 20-degree temperatures, which we don't get that often, right? You might get it a little bit more in Austin, Texas than we do here. You know? You do. Yeah, there's like a weather barrier between the two of us. That is like a, I don't know if it's weather barrier.
Now that I have that,
Okay.
I'm gonna stick it on.
Okay.
Now.
It's very tiny, yeah. Alright.
Okay. Got that.
And then they have you putting glue dots on that too, don't they? Yeah. Zoe and Sophia are the ones that are really good with glue dots. Not them. And just for your information too, Friday we did have our technology crash. If we experience that again today, we're just, we don't know why our computer crashed. But if it happens today, we're just going to move over to using old school and go back to the phone and use the phone to finish things up. Right? So we have a contingency plan today. When the computer crashed on Friday, we tried to reboot things and it went down again. So we waited till we could get it up. We re-videoed, didn't we? We did. We don't control technology. Okay, what else you need? Now you just see them, those there.
This, another one of that, and another one of that.
Yep. Then you'll just. Yep. So you have that. Hi, Debbie. Deborah Burton is out there watching. Here, you're going to get the dimensionals on here. We got the dimensionals. Here, you might want to put it right over here so they can see. So just putting the dimensionals on here, it's going to get the height, right? That we need to sit there and put next to the cherries. And then once you get through with this, then all you got left is put bling and a little bit of ribbon, right?
Yep.
That's right. Some bling and a little bit of ribbon. Okay. All right. So it tells you right here you need 6 inches of ribbon.
6.
That's right. So the nice thing about this is, we put this aside. That's our emergency plan. Is that they have a ruler already on here. So it says 6 inches. She can mark it off the paper here. But then also, there you go. Your scissors are over there. But in addition to that, on the instruction sheet here, I'm just going to put it to the side here, it also has measurements as well too. So if you didn't have a ruler, or you didn't have the paper like she has, you can just use the instruction sheet itself to sit there and measure off your 6 inches. So with that, let me hold it for you while I get the scissors to cut it, or you got it? All right.
These ones?
Yep. Just use. Oh no, these right here. Those are nice and sharp. Those are the our scissors we use for this. They're nice and sharp, which makes a huge difference. Very huge difference. Deborah, what's the Burtner? What's the weather like up there where you're at? Yeah. So there you go. And you do bows a lot quicker and easier than I do also. So that's one thing I like. You and Aunt Jennifer do bows just a little bit differently, but you do it so well. We all do it differently, but it doesn't matter, right? It's just as long as we get it done. That's the key thing. Is, you know, we get it done. So there you go. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to have to bail you out this instead of you guys bailing me out. That would be a nice change. You guys are usually having to bail me out.
Just pull the string out.
Oh, did you?
Time.
Yeah, it's just nice. You know, it's not what I do sometimes when it seems like it's so small like that. Sometimes I'll sit up there and I will, I'll just make the string a little bit longer than they say. But sometimes I just need a little bit longer string. But that's just different. Some days I can do it, and other days that's what I need. So I would just tell you to do whatever you feel comfortable with. If you need a little bit more string, then go cut you some more string. Looks like you got it now, though. You just need a little glue dot.
It's totally off.
Is it totally off?
I can't twist it.
You got it now? Okay. No.
That's so
There
cute.
you go. There you go. Alright, well here, put it on with some glue dots.
I'm trying. Got the glue dots in my lap.
Because we just need one. One will get us there.
Boom.
There you go. Alright, and I think that'll finish it up except for your bling. Then we'll be ready to move on to card number 2. You got it? Alright, let's see. Okay, there you go.
And it says to put it right.
Yep. But it's your card and you do whatever you want. Alright, so there we go. We got the first card done, right? Okay, so we'll move over here for just a second. So everybody can see the cards. See the card done. We'll go over to the face a second. Alright, so we are through with card number 1. And we're ready to move on to card number 2. Alright, so let's go back down and we'll go on to card number 2. You ready for that? Alright, we'll do that now. Alright, so I'm going to do card number 2. So we're going to swap off. And on card number 2, we have a little bit few more things to do with it this time round. And you can watch over my shoulder and keep me on my A game. And I did put my glasses on too to help me out. So here you go. Here's card number 2. And this is what card number 2 is going to be, a closer look of what it's going to look like. This is following directions. We made a sample. Oh, you did not put bling on yours a while ago. Got to go back and put some bling. Alright, so these are the items we're going to use out of here. We already pre-punched this from the directions. And so we've got a little bit of stuff here. We're going to actually stamp the outside of the card. And then we have eyes and stuff to put on everything else. So I'm just sort of putting our stuff out here. Yep, I got this. I got everything right here. But first we got to put this right here. So this has actually got some mold, what they call mold, stamped on it. So we'll have to get the mold stamp. You're in charge if anybody says hello or whatever. This is the mold right here. And I'll have to grab another stamp. Well, I tell you what I do. I have a tendency. Deborah Burtner's out there. She's watching us. So we're gonna just put this right here. I put stamps on both sides just because it just saves me time. I like to just flip it over. But it just takes 3 taps, right? So this is a sideways card we're doing this time, which the first time I didn't realize it, and I was all set up to do it with the card turned this way, and I caught it just in time because it would have been an opportunity for creativity that I would have not been waiting for, right? Okay, so from here, she's right. I have to also stamp the banana. My banana not only gets stamped a smiley face, and I need a smiley face. Let's see, I just had a smiley. I need the larger smiley face. So actually there is 2 smiley faces in the stamp set. There's this smiley face here that's bigger and wider, and then we got a real small one. Well, this one we're using a little bit bigger one because it's the banana and it's a little bit wider. And you'll see when I go to do this, and actually I had to set up another block in advance for the 3rd one. But I'm just going to tap this 3 times because it's all you need. And I'm going to get her to clean this in just a second. You know I got to stamp the outside of the banana too. But I got my smiley face on first. So, yeah, I'll let you clean that first. Yes, I forgot about that. Yes, we're going to come back and we're going to stamp the outline. And you may say, well, do you really need to stamp the outline? Well,
yes.
Yes, you do. Follow the instructions, right? We like to try to follow the instructions the first time around. If you only,
it looks cute either way.
It does look cute either way. You just sort of line it up and stamp. Alright, so the other thing that this one gets is some glasses. You know what this reminds me of with these glasses? Reminds me of Winston. Little Winston with his glasses. And you know what? This is a very cute thing, and this cuteness reminds me of Winston and all you guys when you were younger. Alright, so this is ready. I think that's all the stamping. The only other thing I have to stamp is the words, and that's going to be on this blue part here. And again, this is all in the instructions, and it's pretty much getting all the stamping out of the way, which is always a good thing, because when we sort of made some samples, I didn't do that, and it's just a little bit tougher to get that ink straight across in it. Sometimes we do that. So we just have to tap, like I said, 3 times. And then I'm going to come and stamp on here. This says peel better soon. Right? That sounds more cheerful than saying peel better, right? Give you a little sunshine. Alright, so with this here, then we got the round circle. Let's see if I see the round circle. Here it is here. And this is vellum, so we are going to put glue dots on here and not dimensionals, because dimensionals are white. Literally, when you see them, they are white. So we actually put dimensionals on here because when you peel the paper off, you won't see it. Well, let's see, Zoe. Where do I put the dots here? We sort of got them sort of spread out. Yep. Okay. Where'd you go on me, Zoe? Okay. So, we're going to put this down here, and this is put down with glue dots as well too. Now they do have you putting the other stuff together first, and I was just trying to do this because when I did this yesterday, I had this moving around on me because this is also done on glue dots. I'm going to go ahead and put this down first because I think that'll be easier. It was easier than it was for me when I put the first prototypes together just to see. So Nana likes to sit there before you see us on the last Sunday of the month. I like to go ahead and do a prototype just so, as I would call it, prototype or example, so I just know how it's going to work and so forth. Now Zoe doesn't go. We each have our own kits because she lives in Austin and I live in San Antonio. So we don't always have the opportunity to be together to do this right off the bat when our kids come in. So we usually hook up with each other the last Sunday of the month. But because of the holidays, we got to spend more time together. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so with this here now, oh, here's that clear piece I was looking for earlier. I don't know if you used that or not, but yeah, there was the one I originally had for you. Those clear ones you have to watch out for because they blend in with everything. All right, so here, this is where it's going to land when it gets through, but meanwhile, they have you putting these together. So where I'm actually putting these, so we've got 3 of these. We have this one, and I have the stripe in here. So we're just gonna, all we're gonna do with these here is we're just gonna lay them against each other. Don't even. I offered you caffeine earlier. And who declined the caffeine? You. That's right. I offered you your caffeine. And you were ready for it, so. Alright, so we're gonna use glue dots. And actually I think I don't even want to brag about doing really good with the glue dots. Because just as soon as I do, I'll have glue dots stuck to my fingernails. Because Zoe and Sophia are usually the masters of this. And so we're just going to, everything that we have here, all these little pieces of paper, we're going to put glue dots on. The banana's actually going to have dimensionals on it to give it the height, right Zoe? So it stands out. I might have to put Zoe back on camera so you know she's really here. She's making me do all the talking, Zoe. Why don't you come here? Come here and I'll get you to get these glue dots for me. So is the glue dots, what is the hello? The hello is dimensionals also. So we're going to have the word hello, we're going to do on dimensionals, but what we're going to do is we're going to actually, because the dimensionals are so wide, we're going to actually cut them in half to be able to make it work. Yep. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this one down first, because these are going to be stacked on top of this circle. And then I'm going to go ahead and come down. Okay. We just sort of eyeball it. There's no exact measurements. That's why they just have the pictures, and you can do it any way you want. Well, that's not going to work. Zoe, you let me do this here, and I really needed to take the glue dots paper off there now. Okay, let me go ahead and do this before I stick everything else on. Don't worry, I did that before too. Your Nana's consistent. Alright. Let's see here. So she's going to take a bio break real quick. So I am left here unsupervised to see what I can get into. Whoop, whoop. And I am not going to have any glue dot troubles just because she's not here. Alright. It's just the tiny ones. They do have bigger ones that I usually use. And they actually have this coming down. Alright. You can do it any way you want. The main thing is to have fun. And that's what our whole objective is, to have fun. And to share. And to give to somebody, right? So. Just going to get this laid out. And then we'll put the banana on. And we'll put the words hello. And at the end of the day, we'll have these little white pieces of paper. We'll clean up off our area after we get through. And I'm just going to stick this over here to the side. And like I said, you can do it any way you want, because the bottom line is we're going to put this banana on here with some dimensionals, and we're going to use the words hello too, and then we'll put a ribbon. Now the banana, the directions show you having, so when I say show you, so it doesn't really have words, it just shows you literally. where to put the items. And so that's all I'm doing. I'm just sort of like, you just see it and you do what you see. So that's what I'm doing here. And then we're just going to cut one in half, and when we do the hello, and I'll show you why, because what we're trying to do is when we put this on stuff on here is we're hiding our work, right? We're not looking at everybody to see all the stuff underneath and everything else. So when you get to the word hello, you can put a dimensional on here like they say, and it pretty much covers, you don't see it. It's the white on the white, and there's very little showing. But when you get to the H and L, we're going to cut one in half. So what they have us do is just taking one of these, and we're just going to cut it in half. Okay, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to stick one on the back of the H at the beginning of the word. Oop. I'm going to do it a little lower. If I have to trim it, I will. So we're just going to put it on the H, and then I'm going to put one on the L, the other half on the L, and that's what they have us, the instructions have you doing. So I am trying to behave and follow the instructions. As you say, sometimes I don't always follow the instructions, but I try. I try indeed. Hi Jennifer, hi Lourdes. Let's see what Lourdes is asking. Oh, it is cute. It is cute. Yeah, this whole set is cute. We'll show you some fun alternatives too that we've done. We're just put the hello on top. You know, I like it because it's nice and cheerful for somebody that is sick. Okay, so we have this on here. So the only thing that we have left is bling, and again, they're using 6 inches of bling. And we're going to put a ribbon down here at the bottom when we get to the end of hello. Now, see, you'll see that we do our bows differently. So that's one thing, is we all do things differently. But you know what? I always enjoy creating with other people or getting together, because you know what? I learn new things. I learn different things. I can't do like Zoe and Sophia and put glue dots on my fingers. For me, that's just flunky, having something stuck to my finger when I have stuff stuck to my fingernails and I can't get them off. But you know, I don't like something stuck to my fingers. So, but they line them up on their fingers, and they are just content with that, and they do a very good job with that. And hey, for me, it's like whatever floats your boat, and it works, and you're having fun, and you can do it, great. Share it and show it to somebody else how to do it, make it easier for them. Now this is where I usually get in trouble with my little glue dots. This is whether or not I got the dot on it, but it's on there. You can see it. You'll see the little bit of the sticky stuff there. And they just have you sticking this right under the word hello. See how cute that is? Just cute. Just a little something there. Just trim it with your scissors, that's all. So don't sweat this. That's small stuff, so we're not going to sweat that. And the only thing we have left is bling. They have us putting on yellow bling dots. And like I said, we actually have 2 kits, because we have Zoe's and mine. So at the end of the day, we'll see who has how much bling left. We will share. And you know what? In this one case, I can just actually just slide it off and put it on. Oop. Yeah, that just stuck to me. That happens too. When we paint, we end up with smudges of paint on our face. So, I mean, you know, why would we not have something stuck on us from doing this, right? I do have a tool that I use when I do my regular stamping, but I don't do that with paper pumpkin. We try to use what comes with the paper pumpkin to show you, because everything you have is right here in the kit, right? Okay, and we always do this in odd numbers, so I'm going to put one down here too, and all I had to do is slide that off on my fingernail, and I'll have it down here. There we go. And we have got card number 2 finished. So, Zoe will be back in a minute, but apparently I am going to be the one forging on with card number 3, and hopefully she'll be back to come back in and jump in and take over. But if not, we're going to definitely get her when she sits there and does her alternative. All right, so let's go down and start doing that 3rd card. Whoop, whoop. We're on a roll. All right, so card number 3 is going to look like this. All right, so let's get going, because I want to be sure that Zoe shows you her alternative that she created. So with that, I actually put stuff together for us to move it along, hopefully a little bit quicker this time in these little pockets. And it's easy just to dump it out, especially when we're doing what we're doing right now. And so the first thing they have us doing again is stamping. So we're going to stamp everything that we need. So we're going to stamp, yes, we're going to stamp the toast. We're going to stamp the egg. They got a cute little stamp for it. They got a little smiley face for this. And then we got quotes. We're going to stamp on these little quotations. And I have to remember because one goes one direction, and depending on what you're doing, the other goes the other direction. So this one actually goes, see how this goes right there? And this one goes this way. Well, the reason is on this particular card, they're going to have you going up like this. Okay? So it's just watch your directions. If you want it, hey, you can do it any way you want to. It is your card. I'm just showing you what the directions show here. So I already have my toast stamp set up, and we're just going to ink it. And I'm believing that we're not going to have time to do Zoe's alternative, but I'm believing that we're going to have time to do my alternative as well too. So like a game on challenge for both of us to each do an alternative and show what we do. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get the egg stamped, and then we'll do the words. And then I'm believing Zoe's going to be back from her bio break. Now, this on the egg stamp, you're going to have to rotate it. So you just have to look, see if I can get an image for you to see on the camera here. So you just have to look and pretty much, yeah, just line up the egg yolk and see. I lined up the different shapes of the egg, and it'll fit right in there. You know how stinking cute is that? See, that was really simple. You just have to line it up. Once you line it up, you got it. So the only thing we have left then is we do have words. And let's see if I got those words already keyed up. I shouldn't say keyed up, it's actually just on a stamp. So we're going to be doing 3 of them. One says let's grow mold together. So we're going to have to grab that one. Let's grow mold together. Because see, you've got quite a few words here. And I got it upside down. So that's why I needed my glasses. Alright, it says let's grow mold together. So it's right here. And we did not stamp the mold on. Ooh, we got to stamp the mold on. Alright, let me put this one on here. And I'll take the other one off, and then we'll get that mold and stamp the mold on. I still got it on the other stamp, which is sort of cute. Let's grow mold together. Sounds almost like a science project. Let's see here. These are very easy. As you can see, I just took it off, and all I'm going to do is put it back where I came from. It's got the words on here. They stick right back on, and that way they're nice and ready for you next time. So we got let's grow mold together. The other one is I loaf you, so I'm going to go ahead and get this one out while we're at it. And I'm actually going to just put mine down here. I only do that because I've been doing this for a while, and it doesn't bother me to do this. You know what? If you can do it, fine. If you can't, just take it off and do them one at a time. And the other one is you tell the best yolks. Alright? So I'm going to go ahead and put that one on here too. Now if I mess up, you can say, oh, you most probably should have done it differently. Maybe. Alright, so at least I got them set up. Okay, but first I'm going to get the mold. So here's the mold we just used. Yeah, 2 out of the 3 cards use the mold. And it's just cute. You know, it gives a little decoration here with the nice springy looking colors. And we just stamp again down here at the bottom. And then we'll try to get the directions to see what they do next. Let's see here if I can follow the directions. Yep, I gotta be sure to put my smiley face on the toast, right? I got a smiley face to put on, oh, I shouldn't say the toast. They do. They have the smiley face on here, but the reason is because you need the eyes. The eyes and the smiley faces are together. So what you see here is, I'm going to use the, oh, it's really hard to tell. Let's see if I can tell a little bit better on the smiley face which one they used. The toast, so on the egg, they use the one where the eyes almost touch the smiley face, okay? And that's, again, part of it is because if you look at here, it's going to fit right in that little circle perfectly. Alright, so the other smiley faces can be spread out a little bit. And the thing is it works good for the banana as well as the toast, as we're going to do here, because we're going to put a mustache on top. So this smiley face goes up a lot curvier. It almost touches the eyes, where this one does not. This one's spaced out. Oop, did I actually take the top? I may have. It's okay. We'll fix it with something. Alright, so it was just an opportunity for creativity, or I can actually cut it off with scissors. I have choices. I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. That is small stuff. Alright, and then I'm going to turn around and just do this mustache. And you know what? I just eyed it between the two eyes, because you're going to stamp over the face, the smile. See? It just easily stamps over that. So yes, so the directions even tell you to do that. Alright, so I didn't do anything that the directions didn't tell me. Okay, so I've got that. So now we're going to go ahead and put this on here. This is just vellum. It's really sort of clear, same thing like a while ago. We're going to use the glue dots. We're going to get that on, and I really have to go back and do the words. Alright, but I'm going to still go ahead and get my glue dots on. And they're using 3 glue dots on here. Again, it's just to stick it down. We're not looking for dimension here, we're just looking to stick it down. It's all it takes. You might say these are tiny, they're tiny, but you know what, they're perfect. You can't see them, and it sticks it on really well. In a minute, if I don't see Miss Zoe, I'm going to have somebody look for her. How about that? Because she is supposed to be showing you how she did her alternative. Okay, so I am going to go back and stamp my words like I was supposed to originally. So you have to, the only thing you watch out is which one's up and which one's down. So the one that's up is let's grow mold together. So that's the one that's up, so you just want to make sure that's on the correct one. I was wondering if you're going to you better not disappear. Let's see. Because you're up as soon as I get through this here. You got out of doing this one here. Look at you smile. Yeah, you guys can't see her smile. That's the only thing about us doing it this way, is you can't see her smiling. That she left me here to go solo. That's alright. She's fixing to show you her alternative. She's going to show it to you and make it for you, show you how she made it. Alright. And she's yawning in the background. I haven't decided if she does this all the time, or if it's just she just does that when we're together on Sundays once a month. I don't know, Zoe. Do you do that all the time, or is it just on Sundays when we get together? You do it all the time? Alright, it's okay. Now we officially have everything stamped, and Zoe's going to clean my stamps for me. And let's see here. Alright, Zoe's going to clean the stamps for me here. And then I'm going to shut this up right here, and we're ready just to put this on. So they actually, on the directions here, they only have you using dimensionals on this one and this one here. And did we use dimensional, Zoe, on the toast and the egg? I'm trying to see that in the directions. Mm-hmm. Yes, one dimensional each? Okay. Mm-hmm. See, you missed me putting extra dots. Look at here. Well, I don't know. These have extra dots too. I'm not sure. See how that's got extra dots? I'm not sure. Now I can cut those off. Does that bother you one way or the other? It doesn't bother me.
No.
Okay. See, that's how that works. It doesn't bother either one of us. So I'm just going to put the eggs down over here. And then we'll have to... They got that inside the circle. And they have this one just on the edge of the circle up here. Like I said, we try to at least make the first ones, right? Just like it. That's right. Okay, now they're going to have the two larger ones they're going to put on dimensionals. That's what they've got. And you're going to have a dimensional at each end. And all this comes in the kit. What I love about it, I don't know about you, Zoe. Do you ever take your kits around portable with you? Oh, I do. Aunt Jennifer and I go to the tea shop and have what we call a so-called, in parentheses, wink wink, a business meeting. And we have hot tea. Whoop, whoop. I get my specialty. I like my oolong peach, orange peach orange tea. And then she gets her tea. Ooh, yum. And we are good. And then we just have our, I couldn't tell you, there's been a number of times I've done my samples there. Let me just put it right here. And had our tea and scones. I like scones. Alright, so what's left? The only thing we have left on this one is putting this one, and this one is non-dimensional, so use glue dots because we want it to be lower than these others, right? Yep. It's all about, that's what the dimensionals do, it gives it height. But you can see how nice it is versus if we'd done it flat, then you wouldn't be able to notice the differences in the shadows and everything else. So that's the beauty of it as when you make the cards. So I'm glad Lourdes and Jennifer and Deborah Burton will be able to join us today. We might have some others out there too that are just watching and haven't said anything. But if you want to be in the drawing, you got to somehow let us recognize you're there so we include you in the drawing, right? That's right, because we just do random drawing. Nowadays, you can just put it on the, this has got glue dots also. So this has got 3 little glue dots on it. But did you know they have a random drawing app nowadays online? I know it's an app, but it might be considered an app. But you just put the names on it and you
Wheel
spin.
of names.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, I thought I was going to teach you something. You're going to teach me something. It's called Wheel of Names. Have you used it before? What have you used it for?
Class.
Oh, y'all use it in class? What do y'all do in class with it? Your teacher uses it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what?
Name.
Oh, she does the same thing? She just puts it on there and spins it and that's who it lands on?
Yeah.
Wow. So does your teacher, when she does it, does she put people's names on there once or does she does it more than once?
What?
Just one time? Does she do it by first name or last name?
First name.
By first name. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Well, there was really only just one of each person, so it wasn't
So you don't have 2 people with the same first name?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I did not know that. See, I just recently found out. It's called, what'd you call it? It's called
Wheel of Names.
Wheel of Names. Okay, so anyway, that's what we use. I didn't know the name of it, but at least I know what it did. And so you just put it on there and spin. So you don't even have to, it's a virtual spin. So it's not even like put my finger on anything and spin it around. It's a virtual spin. Alright, I'm just going to scrape this off with my finger and put it on here because that's all I got to do. It'll be there, and we have just one more dimensional. I could do this with my scissors, but I didn't. Okay, you can put it on any way you want. You know, I deal with the grandkids, no matter how old they are. And you know what? Everybody does it differently. And I do it differently. There you go. That is our 3rd card. So, these are the 3 cards. Just going to show you. We've got 2 of each. Here's an example too. See, I didn't stamp this, and see how this looks stamped. So it really does make a big difference when you do the stamping. And hers still needs bling, whereas mine had bling. So we have those 2 here. We have these 2 here. And this is what was in the kit. So the kits that they gave you directions for. All right. So everything else from here that we do is what we call alternatives. And so let's come back to the face. And Zoe, where are you? Zoe's up next with her alternative. Now, ooh, my glasses really reflect there. So what the alternative is we go and make something from the kit, right? We use items from the kit and we make a card that they didn't give us directions for, that we just create on our own design. So Zoe's going to start first with her alternative, and if time allows, then we'll go and do my alternative. All right? You ready? All right, let's swap sweets and we'll go down to the hands. Swap over indeed. You are in charge now, girlfriend. All right, let's get that out of the way and get your alternative up here. Here's your alternative. All right. I'm going to show your alternative there. And then here's your pieces.
This is my alternative.
Yep. Okay. So here's your pieces in your envelope. And let's see, and I'll get your stamps for you. All right. I'm going to reach around you there. Okay. So I'm not sure what you stamped first there or what you did first.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to explain to people what you did.
So first, what I did is there's no dimensionals. As you can tell, there's no dimensionals except for the little bumpy little details and bling. But first thing I did is
You're gonna go and get your items out and show them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna make it for them.
Okay.
So she's gonna make it for you the way she made it. You can set your example aside, and it even looks like you might have did some simple stamping there for the background for some glasses.
Okay. So first thing I did is I set the card to the side because I haven't used that yet in the process, and I took the banana and I took some of these glue dots, and I've taken two, put one at one end and put one on the other end. Okay. One stuck to the thing still, and the other just stuck to my finger, and then it go on. Lovely. Okay.
At least I'm not the only one.
Sometimes I don't like
And Lourdes said hi to you, Zoe.
Hi.
Now, you didn't, in your first example, you didn't stamp the banana. Are you going to stamp the banana on this one?
No.
No? Okay. Alright, so we know that she is not going to stamp the
Okay.
banana.
And I take it and I put it on. I just really just put it on there. And then I stuck it to the card. Stuck it to the card. Stick it to the card. Stick it to the card.
Okay. So I see on your original card, it looks like you did some stamping there of some hearts and glasses. So are you going to be doing that again? And I need to set up the heart for you. I know I got the glasses set up for you, but I don't have the heart. I can set the heart up for you too. And I got the smiley face. Yes.
And then I take some more glue dots and I place them on just randomly. I got one down, I get the other down, and I get the last one.
So that's all you use. You didn't use any dimensionals.
No, last one.
Okay.
And now I center it in.
So is that you just didn't want any height differential there?
No, I was just doing it
Okay.
because
Just because you wanted to.
Yeah.
Because you could, right? Because that was your card. You could do what you wanted. Nana could do what she wanted on her card.
And now I take my loaf of bread, my toast, my beautiful toast. I love this
I'll
toast.
set that up for you.
And I grab my glue dots.
Oh, okay.
Let's see where the glue dots were just now. And I take them there. And I'll take them under it.
Okay.
On the opposite side. Oh gosh. And I'll take off the paper.
It is important to take off the paper. It doesn't stick too well, right?
And
I have done that before. I
Just
forgot to take off the
boom.
paper. Boom.
there you go.
Okay, so
The toast.
all right.
And now we just sweep everything
So
to
when are
the
you gonna?
side.
So when are you gonna do your stamping?
In a second.
Oh, in a second. Okay.
I have to get everything on.
Okay. All right.
So let me just-
Here's your egg yolk,
Yep, there's the eggies.
or eggies, I should say.
Eggies. Okay. And then we put this here. So we know where that goes. And we go back and take, just have everything everywhere. That's so much paper.
Yeah, we do.
And we take it and we put one on one eggie and side and then on the other eggie.
Aunt Jennifer
on
says you're doing an amazing job.
eggie side. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I say thank you. She never tells me I'm doing an amazing job. I'm gonna have to get her.
I'm still get the paper off. Okay.
Got it?
Got the paper off. Fine. And then we put the eggie right at where that tip meets the edge.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's called
So now what you got going next?
this thing. This
Oh, with the
thing.
words where you put the
The
words on
text
it.
bubble.
Okay.
Okay, and we have the text bubble.
I like
Move
that.
away
text
papers.
bubble.
Paper. Just get mad at the paper. Don't want to work with me. The access paper just wants to be rude.
Oh, there you go. There you are. I was telling everybody a while ago, oh, they can't see your fingers and how you did that. See, she just sticks it on her fingers, and I guess you peel the paper off and leave the glue dot on you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, they can't see. Now they can see. Oops, just, yeah, there you go. Yeah, stick your finger back.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not working.
Yeah, because usually you just get those right off.
Okay, got it off this side.
Okay.
I just boom,
Like that? Yeah.
boom,
Wow.
and done.
Okay.
And then we just place it right there.
Okay, now you're going to do your stamping?
Yes! Okay, so I had to get the smiley face.
So you have the smiley face. Here's your ink spot there.
Got the inky. We need the inkies.
Right? Yes, this is actually espresso is the color.
Early espresso.
Yeah, early espresso. That's right.
Stamp it there. Oh,
Yeah,
but where are the...
that's right. That's okay. You got the eyeballs. Now you got to get your that's your glasses. Whoop whoop. Our Winston glasses. I like it. I got our Winston glasses. Go Winston.
I just got it on my finger.
I get to see Winston soon. Because he's walking. Okay, so when you do that, you just have to make sure you press against it, right? Okay. Okay, now, so are you going to still do glasses stamped around it on, like you did in your example?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because it looks like you, from here it looks like you got glasses and hearts stamped everywhere.
And some smileys and the word I love you.
Yep, and the word I love you. I love you. So you're just lightly doing it. There you go. There you go. I like it. I like it. All right. There you go. I like it.
Okay, now we
Knock
go
yourself
back
out. Okay.
with the smiley face.
You can put a smiley. Okay.
Completely done.
You just did some smiley faces on there. Oh, I see. Okay.
Looks weird, but yeah.
It's whatever, you know, that's the thing about artwork, right? It's your creation. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, and then we just stamp.
No different than me with mine.
Stamp a million times until it's size.
All right.
faces.
Okay. All right, so what's next?
Inspect the thing. Okay.
You just need to do the I love you.
The hearts.
Oh, the hearts. Okay.
The heart. We do one. There's right angle.
Mm-hmm.
There, and then
All right.
we go back into my ink.
Yeah.
Just so it's like
Yep, I see.
again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now and go back in the heart.
Right.
Okay, and then just stamp it on.
Stamp it off. Huh? Okay, it saves you from having to clean it, right? Just stamp it off so there's no more ink.
Yeah.
Okay. So the only other thing you have is I love you, huh? I love you. Bunches and bunches and bunches. To the moon and beyond. Like infinity and beyond. Okay. And here I did the words for you. I did it there. I love you.
Okay.
All right. So do you think we still have enough time for me to do the other alternative, or do you think we should wait to another day and another time?
So now done. And then I think we could do it now.
You think we could do it now?
And then we stamp it off because why not? You need it all over the paper. Duh. Okay. I think on the inside I need something.
On the what? Oh, you're gonna put it on the inside of.
Something.
Okay.
Some other word.
All right. stamp it. Okay. All right, so that is your alternative, right?
Not yet. I
Not
have
yet?
to add the bling.
Oh, you gotta
and
add the bling.
I think
okay.
I have something. I have you are cherry sweet on the inside.
All right, so while you get the bling on, I'll get the words "You're cherry sweet." How about that?
Okay.
That'll be a good team effort. All right. Okay. And all the bling came with it too. So you're saving me some bling for later, right?
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure. You girls, all of you girls, like all of us, I shouldn't say just you girls, granddaughters, but all of us like that bling, and it makes it really, as Aunt Jennifer says, it's missing something. And the only thing it was missing was the bling. The bling. But it's amazing how the bling can, just make it look fresh.
Okay. And
Okay, and then you said on the inside, oh yeah, I already got your stamp ready for you for that.
next to the eggy. Next is small heart. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Lotus says, yes, we do. Okay. So you ready to stamp your inside? You're so sweet. Did you get all the hearts and all the bling? Okay, here's your stamp. You're so cherry sweet, I think that's what it says, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna get that open. Don't worry, when Aunt Jennifer gets through with, when our favorite techie, gets through getting this all set up, she'll make sure, she wants to make sure that you know she is watching. Jennifer is watching. So if you mess up the technology today, it's on you. All right, so there's your alternative. So there's Zoe's alternative.
And I'm going to put it with the envelope, the blue envelope.
Okay. All right.
Because that would be the best envelope to do
Okay.
with.
You're going to put yours with the blue envelope, and we're going to swap off, and I'm going to do my alternative. Okay? All right. How does that sound?
Oh.
Yes.
for you.
What is it? So Zoe wants to show you that's the envelope she's doing it with. So there you go. So with that, we're going to move over to, I'm going to do the example I have. Here is my alternative. And I'm going to show you how I did this. I did this a little bit different. What I did with this is I took the egg and the glasses. And what I did with them is I went ahead and put the egg and the glasses on one stamp. So see, I've had this with the toast. So Zoe, I'm going to hand you the toast so you put that back on for me, please. Please and thank you go a long ways, right? All right, and so what I did with this is I also just put them both on the same time here. And I'm going to actually ink these at the same time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this yellow, which matches this here. But the thing is, the beauty of it is when you go and do this, I'm just tap it 3 times and I stamp it. You get an image, a background image. It's almost like creating your own paper, right? And you can rotate it around any way you want. I rotate it around because I didn't want my eggs and everything right. But when I do it, I just sort of keep on stamping around. So I fill my paper. Now I know you're not going to be able to see all of it. But, the thing is you'll see part of it. And that's the thing. So with that, that's what I do. And you can see that's just got a little bit of an image on the background. And that's just using ink. And this is, we have leftover ink from the previous kits that you can use. I just went ahead and grabbed mine from that. I am going to go ahead and most likely do something here that you're really not supposed to do. And that is, I am actually going to go ahead and stamp while I still got this here. And I'll get Zoe to get the words excited. Can you get the words for me? Excited for you. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this into my chocolate brown. Now, normally I would tell you not to do that, but I took a page from Zoe's book a minute ago and stamped on the paper until there was no more. And I have to rotate this around on the shape of my egg. And you can see better when I get it on color. And see, I'm just going to do it right like there. And then I'm going to turn around and do my smiley face. Yep, thank you. So I'm going to do my smiley face. And we will have to clean the stamps. It doesn't get me away from cleaning the stamps. But for the moment, and for just trying to get us here on... Zoe, do you know where the little one is we just had? We just had that little... I just had that little... Oh, here it is. Never mind. Answered my own question. However, I don't think I got the right smiley face. I need a smaller one. This is the bigger one. I need a smaller smiley face. Because in this little egg, it's got to be the smaller smiley face because it'll be too big. And so that's important to know. Thank you, ma'am. So manners always go a long way too, right? Please, thank you, you're welcome. Whoop, whoop. All right, so we're just going to stamp this on here. See how cute that is when you stamp it all off? And then the only other stamping I have to do is the excited for you. And we're going to have this on here, right here. I'm just going to get the rest of my pieces out so you can see. This one little piece is real delicate, but you already saw us do it once, but this is going to be in the red again. So all I have to do in here is the only other stamping I have is to stamp on the excited for you. And actually it's a little bit longer because keep in mind this is our alternative. So all I did is I took the blue, flipped it over, and I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to stamp it on the side here. And then I'm just going to trim it. Okay? Because again, we're just trying to show you how you can make alternatives out of the box. And Zoe's going to clean my stamps for me there because she is nice about doing that. So I'm just going to trim it off. And then all I'm going to do here is I'm going to start off with getting these down. So this and this is on dimensionals. I got everything on dimensionals except for the stripes and the red. Everything else is on dimensionals. So we're just going to get this down. I don't need the ink anymore, so I'm going to put that aside before I accidentally get that all over me. And then actually what I did on here, because I'm doing my alternative, and for me, sometimes it's Need for Speed. So when you look at this, I actually cut this from the envelope. So I didn't use the extra here. I actually cut it from the top of one of the envelopes. And that's where I got the extra paper from. So that's why we always tell you don't throw anything away. Or as you will see, there will most probably other alternatives we use. See, this is the color. You'll see that's yellow. This was the envelope. And this is the inside. So the stripes were the inside of the envelope that I'm using. And then all I did is when I put mine together, I just matched up. Let's see, I might have to flip it the other way. I worked to see where I could match up my stripes. And the reason why I can match it up is I took the envelope, I had to flip it over, I took the envelope and cut it, right? And I cut along the stripes so it should be able to match them. And I just put it there because, you know, it's going to be okay. It doesn't matter if it goes for that, you know, it's okay. And then all I'm going to do is put glue dots on here. I don't need that. That was just, I like to do that sometimes more for speed for me. And Zoe, and like I said, Zoe and Sophia are the master of glue dots, so I let them use the glue dots that they do so well with. They are in the kit though, you know, that is the beauty of it all, is because it is in the kit. I can take this to the tea shop, I can take this to the Virginia, I could take it to the beach or a beach road trip and work on it on a road trip. The beach I could still take it, but I don't want to get sand in my cards. But it would still work, right? Alright, let's see here, Zoe. You gotta get me on track here. I might need your help. Oh, my glue dots. Getting the paper off. Alright, oh, there we go. I was gonna say, if I can't get it off and Zoe's not gonna bail me out, I'm gonna have to tickle her is what I'm gonna do. She should be over here bailing me out, right? Bailing me out. Alright, I was almost about to stick it on upside down. Just gonna stick it on. Whoop, whoop. Alright, so all this left now. I got that a little crooked maybe, but you can still You know, it's not all anchored and glued down, right? So I can still move it a little bit. So from here, all we're doing now is putting on dimensionals, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay. And how about once we get through, you're the one that's going to get to do the drawing and putting in the names. How's that sound? Oh yeah. And then what we do is we put the winners from the drawings on Facebook. And then what you usually get, so you want to tell them what they usually get. Do you know what they usually get?
They usually get a box from Mom, a kit.
Yeah, we usually send them a kit. Yeah. We usually send them a kit. Paper Pumpkin isn't the only kits, but this is usually what we send. We usually send whatever, whether it's the current month or a previous month or whatever. You see my words hello. There's my words hello. But we usually send people a kit. So they have their own kit to experiment with, or they can even follow along with us, right? So even though you might not have the kit that we have people that follow along with us and they complete their kits while we do ours. And that's another way to do it. Now actually I'm just going to cut this in half because you know what, this is already small. And I only need small pieces to go between the L's, right? Oh my gosh. Don't be yawning too much, man. You'll be making me and everybody else think it's time for a nap. Who else do we have out there? Somebody else is out there. Somebody else is. What did Jennifer say? Did Jennifer say something? No? Alright, and actually on this one, I'm going to use the smaller dimensionals from previous kits that we have. Because it's going to, while it gives it height, it's going to be a little bit lower height. So that makes it, it'll put it a little bit below the egg. And again, you can see where this is the blue. All I do is took the blue that they had that we used for the other stuff. And I'm just putting the miniature dimensionals on here. And give you the height. And then we'll be through with our second alternative. So you'll have, today you had an alternative from Zoe and myself. Oops, don't want to do it upside down, right? Oh, bling. Well, I'm not going to worry about my bling right this moment because we are actually over on time. But you do want to make sure that second one will hit right there to keep it right there. Now that one was a little bit low, so that's because I did it too far down. So you just move it over because I want to be sure it sticks and keeps it higher. Okay, so there we go. There is our dimensional. And there we go. So here is our alternatives. Zoe's alternative. I know she has another one I just had a minute ago, but we each did an alternative. So with that, we can go back and you can. So that is, where'd you go, Zoe? There you are. So we want to thank you for joining us in this month for Zoe and Nana stamping with the December Paper Pumpkin. Tons of fun. And we will continue to do alternatives on Friday. If you want the new kit, do you have the flyer, Zoe, with a new kit? Mm-hmm. The new kit has to do with Valentine's. Here it is. So it's called Kisses and Hugs. And the thing is if you are interested in getting it and joining us, you need to order it by January the 10th, right? That's right. So after that, it can't be ordered. We do usually have one kit extra, but we usually do that in our door prizes, right? Okay. So are you going to tell everybody bye?
Bye!
We enjoyed it. It's always fun to create together and share and to sit there and send the cards to somebody and give them away. All right? It's not for us to hoard them, right? Do you have somebody in mind you can give your card to? Not yet? All right, she will. She'll give it to somebody. I know I'll give mine away. So thank you for joining. Have a blessed week, and feel free to join us when we do Wednesdays at noon and Fridays at noon. Wednesdays at noon is with Adventurous Stamping, and Fridays is with Teach Me Nana, where we do our alternatives and we do some different techniques. So be blessed. See you next time. Bye.